Have sovereignty over your content. Have sovereignty over your body. People have been experiencing a lot of nervous system dysregulation. People are experiencing anxiety. And if you do experience anxiety, do not identify with it, because that is also keeping you kind of trapped in the cycles. From a tropical lens, we're in the Gemini season. The collective unconscious through the lens of Gemini is navigating through communication, technology, the stories that we have been told, not only about what we're being told on social media, it's also about our history. It is about our nervous system. It is about our voice, our sound, our frequency. From a true sidereal lens, we're actually in Taurus, meaning where the sun is in the visible sky versus where we're being told the sun is from an astrological lens and not an astronomical lens. And if you don't believe me, there's apps for that. Okay. Taurus is all about our foundations, our stability, our money, our worth, our value. Many folks, specifically on the TT app, utilize TT in order to build stability in finances and resources. Like clockwork, when we go into a new tropical season that is being utilized to keep the collective unconscious in fear and scarcity and lack and fear of something being taken away right from under their feet. This energy is not only Uranus in Taurus, how they use this overlay of tropical astrology is having all of us pay attention to what we're allowed to say and cannot say on an app in relation to how we build our resources and our finances. And if you say these specific things, you could get restrictions, you could get your account taken away from you. We have the powers that are collapsing, whether it is Dumpy Trumpy or it's the people who are in cahoots with him on these specific apps. Like, if this app was to leave, y'all know where to find me. And some of you don't even take action to do that. You get to have sovereignty over your content, how you show up, how you build your stability and your resources and your finances. What this app and all the other apps do not get to do is control your media and your content on your platform. Social media, Gemini. Communication, Gemini. Your finances, Taurus. Your wealth, Taurus. It's like a casino. It's like a slot machine on this app. This is what it seems like keeps happening with the collective. It's like we continue to move with whatever is being projected on the outside, and it's like, even though we're in this grounded energy, people are feeling all the feels. And it's amazing that you're feeling all of the things, and also, how are you collecting your energy? How are you grounding? Are you getting outside into nature? Are you receiving the sun? Are you connecting to earth? This is how they project an energy so that you and your nervous system is dysregulated. If you are someone who needs breath work, meditation, maybe you like to draw, maybe you like to write, maybe you like to journal, maybe you are someone who enjoys EFT tapping, whatever you need to do to take care of your nervous system, especially during this Gemini tropical season, get grounded. The narratives and the stories that they are controlling. What story do you want to create for yourself, and how are you building outside of all of these social apps so that you could have the stability that you desire, so that you're not reliant on the platforms that are given to you? Have sovereignty over your content. Have sovereignty over your body. You are sovereign. Act like it. And I say that with love. I say it with force. I declare, because even for myself, I have not been stable for a long time. So I get it. And also, I continue to take steps forward, because what I'm not going to allow is my mind, my thoughts, my nervous system to control every single narrative and story in the way of me being exactly who I am. This is the point of astrology and why I share it the way that I share it, because it's much deeper. And if we're not paying attention to how other people are getting us to pay attention over here, when just 24 degrees this direction is really where you're supposed to be focused. Any energy that is too fast, it's distortion. Any energy that the collective is talking about, where everyone is repeating the same thing, that's distortion. That's keeping you out of your own power. So everything that I talked about in the beginning, this is about you building the foundations of what it is that you want to stand for, truly. If you are someone with Taurus in the 11th house, for example, are you someone who wants to build a community? And in relation to your goals, your aspirations, how are you grounding that information to build the community that you desire? If you are someone with Taurus in the 2nd house, what's your self-worth looking like? What's your stability looking like? Are you feeling as though you need to work really hard in order to build? Is that something that you've been taught? Are you also someone that lacks taking action because maybe you don't actually have Taurus in the 2nd house? Maybe you have a different energy there from a true sidereal lens. All of this has to be felt. Anyway, if you're not already on my email, go do that, because sometimes I really am reluctant to share anything on this platform. This beautiful woman, Charisse, the other day shared with me that if you see somebody about to fall off the cliff and you have information to help them, it's just as much my fault as someone else, using fault loosely. The thing is, with all these specific apps, is that when you don't have all of the information, again, the stories that we're being told, the narratives that were being sold, sometimes it's not your fault when you are making decisions out of fear. But now that you have the information, what do you choose to do with it next? I am doing my best to save as many people from falling off the cliff as I can, and also I'm not going to force you. I'm just going to share the information, and you take what resonates and you leave the rest, period. I'm not your everyday astrologer. I'm here to share the truth. And whether I use astrology or I don't, the message will be shared. But I also would love for some of y'all who really hear me, to join me, to engage in my workshops, to engage in my offerings. And whether you choose to do that or not, it's also okay. The point and the purpose is sometimes you guys are waiting for something else to happen before you start building the foundations of a relationship, of your finances, of your home. Some of you are here to ground spirituality. There's a lot of spiritual narcs that are on this platform using AI to share information that's not actually grounded in their own system. Gemini is about information. They're saying a lot of things that sound good. They sound really good, especially when you're not grounded. These people will continue to have people falling off the cliff. Don't let that be you. Take everything that you are hearing on social media with a grain of salt, taking care of your nervous system and remembering that you are sovereign. Listen to your body as the first communicator through Taurus, where you get to discern between information relating to Mercury, Gemini. Astrology is meant to be felt. It's not just airy-fairy, fluffy rainbows, which that would be so cute. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make a fluffy rainbow and then put it on a t-shirt or a hat. That's so cute. I'm gonna create today. That sounds so cute, y'all. Bye. I cracked myself up.